Happy fall, y'all! The Black Hills are a beautiful place to go look at the leaves and some beautiful drives around, but sometimes you want to get out of town, and there's a couple of cool fall vacations just a day's drive away. Hey everybody, it's Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty, a realtor right here in Rapid City, South Dakota, the gateway to the Black Hills. In this video, we're going to talk about two vacations to go check out some leaves. The first one is the Bighorns in Wyoming, and the second is the North Shore of Lake Superior in Minnesota. The Bighorn National Forest is a pretty easy drive along I-90 into Wyoming. The Bighorns are a lot less commercialized, shall I say, than the Black Hills. There's only two main roads, one north and one south, that go through the Bighorns, and you can see it all kind of comes down from Cloud Peak there in the middle. For this trip that we took, we stayed at an Airbnb just outside of Buffalo and explored the southern part of the Bighorns. The Bighorn National Forest spans 1.12 acres, which is just a little bit smaller than the Black Hills. However, it is a little more grandeur, with elevations ranging from 5,500 feet to Cloud Peak being 13,167 feet. Contrast that to Black Elk Peak here in the Black Hills, which is only about 7,250 feet. The Bighorns are similar to the Black Hills in the fact that there's a lot of evergreen trees and birch and aspens, giving a lot of yellows and oranges and greens. Yes, even the end of September, it can get really cold. It even started snowing a little bit on us as we drove over the top. Our favorite thing to do was to find a road and just drive down it and see where it went. You've got majestic landscapes with snow-peaked mountains in the background. Tree-covered lanes, and expansive meadows. You can hike up to the James T. Sabin Lookout, we took the road over the mountain to the little town of Ten Sleep, Wyoming, which is just a quaint little town, which is a very picturesque scenery along the river. Plus then we took a gravel road back along a gully, and were rewarded with some pretty amazing landscapes. And what could be more Wyoming than a rancher bringing down their cows along the road on horseback? The North Shore of Lake Superior in Minnesota is a little bit longer of a drive, with 11 hours of just drive time, but it's certainly worth it. We stayed at an Airbnb at the little town of Two Harbors. The North Shore is highlighted by the Scenic Drive, which is 154 miles between Duluth and the Canadian border. And there's all sorts of national forests, bays, harbors, towns, and so much more. When we got there in the evening, the first thing we checked out was the harbor at nighttime, where there was a ship being loaded up all full of lights. Not only do the forests around the North Shore have conifers such as jack pines and black spruce trees, but they also have a lot of deciduous trees, which gets you all the color, from your ash trees to your birch to cherry trees and maple and oak trees. There are so many places to stop along the highway, check out the views of Lake Superior, see beaches through trees, and a lighthouse. I was fascinated by the boats and the shipping industries and the history of it all along the North Shore, and you can see that all over the place. We toured the Black Sand Beach, there was waterfall after waterfall, with rivers flowing into Lake Superior. A quaint little town of Grand Marais with this beautiful bay, and Pink Rock Beach. And I mentioned the waterfalls and the rivers into Lake Superior, right? If you search for trailheads on Google Maps, you'll find a whole bunch of them with these great panoramic views of the leaves all over. Well, we went on one of those. Unfortunately, the fog was so thick that it was more like a Halloween movie, and our great expansive views were nothing more than fog. We were in there for about 3 days, but never made it past Grand Marais, and there is still a lot more places to explore. Trust me, you're not going to see it all in one trip in the Bighorns or the North Shore, so you're going to want to go back again. If you love this video, make sure you check out this playlist and this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Remember, love where you live.